video going? Well, Coach, 3 straight wins. These guys seem to be getting on a roll and really finding their confidence. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we got good senior leadership. These guys have a lot of grit. I mean, we scored 80 points tonight and didn't make shots. So that they were sticking with the plan. They, I think 2 weeks ago when they missed shots, they didn't stick with the plan. And tonight, what you saw was they did, and they got to the free throw line a lot. We drew a lot of fouls, and that's kind of becoming something that we're good at. And that kind of kept us, 5, 6, 7, 8 points up. And then when we started making shots, that's when it took off a little bit. But we, like I said, to score 80 points against they're a solid defensive team, and to score 80 points against them without making a lot of shots is good.
RJ Williams really seems to go to work immediately in these games. You get that ball inside to him, and he's very good at drawing fouls lately, it seems like, as well.
Yeah. Well, he drew 6 and he drew 10.
So, is that kind of game plan to get RJ going inside early?
And we're always looking, we need to find him more. Yeah, we really do. But our guys are going to keep working at that and keep getting better at it. He drives a hard bargain, especially when he's setting the ball screen and rolling hard. And we give him a good pass, he goes and attacks the rim.
What do his hustle plays say about this team, or kind of contribute to this team? For example, that putback, he gets his own miss, puts it back, gets the foul.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we take a lot of pride in that. Now, we have a word for it, I can't say. We don't join the "oh shoot" club when we miss. We just get back up on it as quick as we can and just keep sawing wood and keep playing. That's kind of our thing. This team's really buying into that, and like I said, they just kind of gritted some things out, and our defense was pretty darn good, over the course of the whole game, and possession by possession. We had a few lapses here and there, but overall, I thought we had a pretty good defensive game.
Coach, how much confidence is in you guys going out west? Because you guys only won 3 games in a row one time last season. You've already done it. I mean, how much confidence is it?
Well, we beat some good teams. We played some good teams. And we were trying to load it up a little bit before we went to conference, because it's the first time in the history of the Mountain West that we have conference games this early. And first time we've ever had a guy that we're getting eligible in a couple of weeks. So it's like a little bit of a bad hop there, because we could use another body. We're a little short-handed underneath. And, but we've got the mindset of so what now? We got that from Coach Pagano, and something that we live by, because hey, it's what's in front of us and it's what next, and by the way, you get to go to the pit to open. So it wasn't enough just to do all that, but now you're going to go to the pit and play out in New Mexico, one of the best venues in college basketball, and so we just got to embrace it and go down there and let the fur fly.
We saw that Riley got to come out on the court again today, Abercrombie. So, is he kind of a
that was a tough, because the way he was just cleared on Thursday, so he's practiced like 20 minutes in the last 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, so I knew, but at least we got him out there and let him break a sweat a little bit. But to be, to expect him to just come in where he left off is hard when you haven't had a chance to work it out and practice a little bit. So, but it was good to get him back. We need extra bodies, and Riley brings something to the table, and hopefully he can have a good few days of practice now. Now that he's got through that, and I think he'll be ready to help us Wednesday.
The 10 was start. Did you have asked for a better way to start this
game? Yeah, we came out great, but again, we had about 3 or 4 wide open threes that we didn't make. So that kind of kept things tighter than maybe they could have been. But that was good for us, because then you just got to work through some stuff and keep playing.
You kind of mentioned this team kind of had grits and things. Like, there were a couple runs in the first half where UNC Wilmington looked like they were going to come back in, but Alston Williams had an answer. Yeah. Does that say a lot about your team that you guys able to weather those storms?
And the experience of playing a lot of good teams so far, and being in a lot of close games helps you with that. So you just every team we played, BYU, Pacific, all those games, they made runs at us, we made runs at them, and our guys kept their poise. And I think you saw that tonight. That they made they made some counter punches. They weren't just going to get down 10-0 and quit. He's a good coach, and they're getting better. And so they grinded us and made us defend, and they were a solid team.
I think by halftime, like with box game to be sure, but Alston had like 10 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. So he's flirting with maybe the second triple-double in program history tonight. What does that kind of say about the maturation of his game?
Oh yeah, and it was almost a quadruple double because he drew 10 fouls. So that would have been pretty good. No, he's just and then I think he was a big key to that. He had 7 assists, no turnovers, and we didn't make shots. We left 3 assists on the table for him where we got them, and we just didn't make them. He got them great shots. So he's the trigger of our offense. As far as getting to the paint, getting guys shots, seeing over everything, finding Justinian in the corner, getting those guys some wide open looks.
As Rachel mentioned, the game gets won in the second half, and then Alston, I think, kind of takes over.
Yeah.
There's a 14-6 run. He contributes, all 14 points, really. Yeah. I mean, was that kind of the turning point? What's that say about him to kind of take over a game like that?
Yeah, that's what you have to have as your best players. They have to be able to do that within, and that's the trick. Within making the right plays, and he's getting to the point where he's making the right plays a lot. If they're going to guard him with 2, then he got in the post. They tried to guard him with 2, snapped it out of there, and got us some 3. And that was a big play, and that was the right play. Had he tried to go through 2 defenders, it's not the right play. And that's why I always talk about his feel for the game being so elite. If he just trusts his feel and makes those right plays, it makes us such a good team.
Justine continues to really come out in the second half. I think he had 3 points or so in the first half and finishes with 19.
Yeah.
Are you still giving that speech where like you did at the BYU timeout to get him fired up?
No, tonight I just ignored him that way. There's different. The crazy thing is we switched balls this week. Basketball's the dumbest sport. We should play with one ball. The NCAA ball. That's what everybody should play with. But everyone uses their own balls. So we're going into league now, and the ball that we used down in New Mexico is the ball we played with tonight. And we hadn't. Shooters are. Their whole thing is their feel and how the ball feels in your hands. And if you're not really, really comfortable, I don't think we're comfortable with it yet. But
second half, he was knocking out.
Yeah, he's. I think they're getting there. We just have to play with it all the time now, and from here on out, and we'll get comfortable.
So do you know what the difference is, like specifically what ball it is that you're playing with in the non-conference to what you have to have in the Mountain West?
Yeah, well, it's. Each school uses their own ball, and we use the Shot Tracker Nike ball now, the Nike ball, but it has Shot Tracker in it, so it's a little different than the Nike ball that we used to play with.
And then in league, do you know what it is?
You use whatever home team.
Oh, it's whatever the home team.
It's ridiculous.
Well, that is weird.
So that's a rule that needs to be. I've always scratched my head. It's like the only sport in the world where you use a different ball, and it makes a difference in shooters' minds, I think. But that's, we just gotta figure it out. You get reps with it, and we will, and those guys will.
See that in football too, though. They named their footballs here at Boise State.
Yeah, but they use their own ball.
That's true. Right. They do get to keep using them.
We don't get to stop the game and use our own ball at every change of possession.
Oftentimes with a game when it kind of gets out of hand, sometimes you can relax. But I thought you guys finished really strong.
Absolutely, yeah.
How happy were you to kind of finish?
That's because they weren't going to quit. He's got them playing hard, and they're getting better and better. I've seen, from what I've seen on tape to where they are now, that's a team that's improving, and it's hard being on the road and getting down 18 and not getting discouraged, and they just kept playing, and so our guys really kept playing and stayed with it.
We didn't get to speak to you about the Orlando.
Oh boy.
Being part of a field like that, is that a shout out to the program to
yeah, absolutely. To get invited to such a prestigious event. Look at that field right now. 4 of those teams that are going are in the top 35 right now. You got great teams up and down, and then don't underestimate like St. Louis and Belmont, and Siena. And us. I think we're going to be a really good team next year, and I know St. Louis will. They're so well coached, and same with Belmont and Siena. let alone Auburn, Michigan State, Gonzaga, and Xavier. It's a elite field and probably going to be the best exempt event in the country next year.
Saw in the game notes your 300th game, I think, tonight. Well, does that kind of mean something to you?
Yeah, it does, because it's, this in this day and age in this sport, it's hard to hang in there that long, and when I came here, that was why I came here. I wanted to be able to build a program, and you can't build a program if you're not there for a while, and so it was kind of like a slap in the face, like 300 games. And I think 298 of them have been close. So it's probably aged me 20 years. But no, it's an honor to be the coach that long, and it's neat for me. Like I always talk about, to have all the former players out there playing, former players coming back, alumni buying in, and we just kind of built a new Wall of Fame kind of thing in our locker room. It's really neat. And so that means a lot to me to have that history here.
And nice to get a win on number 300 too, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no question. You good?